each other, or do we just file the papers, shake hands, and go our separate ways?
Yeah,
makes more sense.
The opposite stage, and I love how you talked about how the movement has gone from one stage over the last 3 years into a new evolution. Yes. And so we need to have a new tone to match the new evolution. Am I saying that right? Is that roughly where you're coming from?
Well, because unfortunately the old tone has side effects. When you are in an argument with one set of people or with one person, when you say things that somebody else feels threatened on, they don't have to be in the argument to be put off by the argument. We need to be able to reach out to all Californians. We need to if we're going to, it's like, we're not reaching across the aisle. It's not reaching across the aisle. It's talking to our cousin in the other room who doesn't necessarily believe the same thing we do. But they're still family. They're still Californians. We're not arguing with, there's no reason to argue with a senator from Kentucky. He has no desire to see it our way. But somebody who lives the next county over or 50 miles north or south or west, these are still our countrymen. They're going to be our countrymen. We need to be able to speak to them as countrymen first. And we aren't going to be able to do that if all they hear is Californians yelling at what amounts to American politicos of left, right, center. They're not going to. If we're making those arguments, every time we make an argument with them on a point, we turn one of our own against the idea of California as an independent nation. That doesn't necessarily mean that that everybody in our movement is going to agree with that. We have some, but if we have the PAC, if we have the sites, we have that place to have those discussions, which at the moment it's more difficult. And those discussions need to happen. Those discussions need to happen for us to all move forward. We don't have to all move forward together as the same individual organizations. But we all see the goal. We all see the goal for the movement. The PAC offers a place to start. Hopefully this will lend itself to a bridge. This will make a bridge. It will allow us to back other organizations and their desires, and yeah.
Any last
did that answer the question?
Oh, very well. Last thoughts. People are thinking about the PAC, they're learning about it. What thought, impression, statement, request do you want to make to people in CalExit, now called the California Independence Movement?
All right. Well, first I'll speak to my own organization. This PAC is basically outside of the general purview, and purposely so, outside of the general purview of independent California. It is like I said, it's supposed to be a bridge, a meeting ground. Or a financial meeting ground and a website and so forth. So for my own people, I want them to understand that. For everyone in other organizations, it's like this PAC, the assembly of this PAC, and Hannah's I'm sure Hannah would agree with me on this one. We've discussed it in length. We're not intending this to put anyone outside. We're not intending to put anyone on the outside. We're not intending to to put anyone forward as favorites. We're not looking to we're looking to make those connections, to reassert those connections. So the worst possible scenario for this is that we continue to not speak to each other. We continue to not accomplish the goals. We continue to not work together. That, at this stage of the game, would be tragic. That would be tragic. This is not showing favoritism. We're not showing favoritism to our own organizations. We're not showing favoritism to anyone else's. The hope is that we can all begin to take advantage of everyone's talents.
Mm-hmm.
And start to gather the resources necessary to make the push. That would be it.
Okay. Well, you heard it from Hal Lohr. He's calling the shots over at the California Liberation Movement Political Action Committee. That's on top of our interview with Hannah Miyamoto, also with the Cal Lib PAC, or Calm PAC.
Mm-hmm.
I encourage everyone to watch those two interviews, and we are going to be continuing our investigation into California nationalists and their opinions and about the PAC and why they feel that the PAC is the best thing ever for the Cal Exit, aka California Independence Movement. Al, thank you very much for joining us. I hope that you'd be willing to come back in the near future.
Anytime.
Okay.
Anytime.
I'll send you some copies tonight, and I'm going to be harassing everybody in the movement to start doing interviews.
Oh, how fun.
Okay, I'll see you later.
See you soon.
Bye.